If you own a Sprinter cargo van or you are considering buying one for your business, this video is strictly about real maintenance numbers from 2025. Not theory, not dealership quotes, but real costs from a real Sprinter owner operator. Let's begin. Now, I have a Mercedes-Benz Sprinter cargo van, and the year is a 2020. I am around the 135,000 mile. That's the mileage that I have on it right now. And the engine, it is a 3.0 liter turbo. I use my Sprinter cargo van for my business locally. I don't do any over the road. Who knows, in the future I may, but right now and for the use that I bought it for and what I have been using it for has been strictly local delivery. The majority of my miles are city miles. They're not highway miles. This is a big difference. Okay, now I do hit the highway when my DPF is full. When it gets to 100 to 102%, usually it starts to go down once I get on the highway around 100 to 102. I do hit the highway then, and this is very, very important for the longevity of your Sprinter cargo van and for you to have a great experience, and also to keep your repair costs down and your maintenance costs down. So the city and highway, you have to combine them, but the majority of the work that I do, it is strictly city. Okay, so some people use theirs for highway with a lot of the fleet owners and stuff like that, which you see with Amazon and a lot of the over-the-road people. So their experience in maintenance cost and repair costs is going to be a lot different than someone who use strictly for city use. This is where I'm going to do the full cost breakdown for the year 2025. Okay, so for the first cost breakdown, we're going to do the brakes. All right, this is how much that I spent for my brakes in 2025. Now, this is going to shock you. All right, but this is the real number on how much I spent on brakes doing city miles, stop and go, stop and go. And the total cost for that is $140.29. $140.29. Yes, you heard that correct. Now, how is it that I went the entire year without replacing my brakes or rotors? Well, here is the secret that many Sprinter owner operators fail to do. And that secret is flushing your brakes. Okay, so flushing your brakes, and then, you know, they're going to replace the fluid, has saved me thousands of dollars a year. That is the secret. Now, doing that at an independent shop versus the dealership, it's a big difference. All right, and I'm going to go into much detail in another video of my experience on one of my breakdowns that I had and the downtime, and it was a very, very costly repair. Now, back to the brake flush. You can get it done at an independent shop, but is the independent shop competent? All right, are they competent? Or some of you all that may want to do it yourself. Now, at the dealership, it was just $110.95 for the brake flush, and for the fluid, $29.34. Okay, so that little secret, that little investment has saved me over $1,000, because you got to think how expensive brakes are for and rotors for your Sprinter van. And it is very, very costly. And like I said before, usually with city miles and stopping and going, I would have to at least change my brakes at least twice a year. But I am still shocked on how much money I have saved just by getting my brake flush. And like I said, I'll make another video about the brake flush. You will be able to tell the difference when you're braking. If you're having to, you know, you need to get your brakes flush when you going in a little hard on your brakes, and that is pushing more pressure on your brakes, so it's wearing down faster and faster and faster, when something as simple as making that $140 investment a year could save your brakes and your rotors. I'm telling you, trust me on that one. Okay, so the next one, the cost of tires for the year 2025 is $1,839.54. So that is from, I got two sets of fronts and rears, and that also includes the rotation of my tires as well. So the combination of brakes and tires for the year 2025 is $1,979.83. Okay, so I'm also going to test this out this year, because I had some different tires. I was trying them, and now I'm going back to the Michelin tires. I started out with the Michelin tires, and I think I got almost 65,000 miles just with the tires that came on the Sprinter van when I got it brand new. So that's the cost for the brakes and tires. Guys, do not sleep on getting your tires and getting your brakes flush. Do not sleep on that. It will save you. You're basically putting money back into your pocket by making that small investment. All right. Now, for the next section, we're going to cover the cost for the Service A and Service B for the year 2025 for the Sprinter 2500 cargo van. All right, so I got both of these services done last year, and for the Service A, it is $392.90. Service B, $380.95. Now, again, there's going to be a huge difference in independent versus the dealership. I chose the dealership, and that is the cost. So for the total cost for the Service A and B for the year 2025 is $773.85. Now, do not sleep on this. What's going to happen is, when you are driving, you usually get a notification around, I would say, when you're about 5,000 miles out. Your dashboard will notify you that you have a Service A or a Service B coming up. You will be notified when you start your vehicle. You'll be notified as you are exiting your vehicle, because this is very, very important to maintain the longevity of your Sprinter cargo van. Again, it's very important to keep your vehicle on the road so you can continue to bring in income. So that sums up the Service A and Service B for the year 2025. And the next one, we will start with filters. Okay, so for the fuel filters cost for the year 2025, and it is highly recommended by Mercedes that you use the Blue Tech filters. Now, this is especially for the models, the 2020 models and up. I have the 2020 model. So and I got, every time I got a Service A or Service B, I also added the fuel filters as well. So for one session, it was $482.25 and $491.29. So for the total cost for that, for the year 2025, is $973.54. This is another important service that must be done for the longevity of your vehicle. So do not try to cheap your way out, because it's going to lead to a very costly repair. We want to avoid as much downtime as possible. We want to keep you on the road. We want to maintain a high quality experience for you, and the best way to do that is to take care of what is taking care of you, and that is your Sprinter van. That is having a great relationship with your dealership, or if you're doing it yourself, or if you have an independent shop that you trust. In my market, I have to go out of town to a Sprinter specialist, but once they get me taken care of, I am good to go on the road. So do not sleep on your fuel filters. They are very, very important. So that was the cost for the year 2025. Okay, so the total cost for air and engine filters for the Sprinter for 2025 was just a total $108.72. All right, so for the next section, I got the transmission service, and this was serviced at the 110 mile, 110, 110, 200, 110, 110,263 miles. All right, it's been a long weekend. So for the total cost for the transmission service is $767.21. Now, the unexpected cost for 2025. All right. And so we're going to start with this one first. It is the idler pulley. Now this was done at an independent shop because I couldn't make it to the dealership, and it is bad. It is loud. I made a video of that. You will be able to go through my catalog and find that, but it is, you don't want to hit the highway when it's just, you know, making that loud noise like that. So I went to a local shop, and this happened at the 117,754 miles, and the cost for that was $495.60. Okay, so that was the first unexpected cost, and the second unexpected cost for the year 2025 is the radar sensor mount. So when you are driving your Sprinter cargo van, I'm not sure what market that you're in, but you're going to start to get a notification, especially like when it's raining, with the radar sensor. And usually when it's raining, it'll inform you that it's on or off. Well, mine somehow it got knocked loose, or from my understanding, it was something with the mount, and so they had to recalibrate this, and this was twice. So this ended up coming around $200. So I got that done twice. So I don't know how it worked, what it does, or I guess it's some type of mount that the sensor, it's a mount that's holding the sensor together, and it can get knocked loose maybe from a pothole or something. So that's something that you're going to experience when you have your Sprinter cargo van, whether you're buying one or if you already have one. Okay, so the next unexpected cost for 2025 was the ISM, don't shift gears. It was very, very unexpected. I didn't know that this could happen. I was going in to get some groceries, came out, and the message popped up, and I could not shift gears. So I was able to get it to the dealership. I was able to drive it to the dealership the next day, and the cost for them to replace the ISM, $1,168.54. Okay. Now, the next unexpected cost was the vacuum pump needed to be replaced, and the mileage for that is 129,000 miles, 129,824 miles, and the total cost for that to be replaced is $946. Okay, so that's the unexpected cost for the year 2025. So the total cost for the year 2025 for my Sprinter cargo van, $7,415.27. That's the total cost. Now we're going to talk about a very, very important cost that you have to factor in when you have a Sprinter cargo van. And that is something that you don't hear on YouTube and many other people talk about, and that is the downtime cost. What do I mean by the downtime cost? So let's say, for example, this is something that I've experienced before. Your Sprinter specialists, they're backed up. Okay, they've got sprinters wrapped all around the corner, and it's going to take them at least 2 weeks to get yours in. Well, you can't really do much with your sprinter, so now your sprinter is down. Okay, so the downtime that I experienced for 2025, it was about a month. Okay, not all together, it was split up. Now here's the thing that I was very, very fortunate in my market. When I had downtime, I'm very, very fortunate in my market that they have a loaner for me, so I was able to keep working. Okay, so they would give me another Sprinter van that I could bring back to town to work. Okay, so this is very, very important, and I'm going to make a video about the things that you should know about before buying a Sprinter van, and what's a good deal and what isn't a good deal. So the total downtime for my Sprinter van for 2025 was a month. So it's very, very important. If you're thinking about getting a Sprinter van, this is something that I preach very, very heavy, and that is, you should never buy a Sprinter cargo van if you do not have a Sprinter specialist in your local marketplace. Now, if you have a Sprinter specialist in your marketplace, if you have a dealership where they specialize in Sprinters, hands down, the Sprinter is the one to buy. It is the one that is going to keep you on the road. It's very reliable, and I highly, highly, highly recommend you getting a Sprinter cargo van for your business. Okay, if you are deciding whether a Sprinter actually makes sense for your situation in your local marketplace or over the road, I do a limited amount of one-on-one clarity calls. This is for people who are spending real money, who want to avoid costly mistakes. The link is in the description, and it is also pinned in the comments. Now, watch this next video here while I give you my brutally honest 100,000 mile review of my experience with the 2020 Mercedes-Benz Sprinter cargo van. Watch this next video here. Safe travels out there on the road. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.